What is race condition? It is an unexpected situation that occurs when a system tries to perform two or more operations at the same time, but the outcome depends on the correct order of those operations. When multiple users interact with the same system at the same time and there is no proper synchronization, the results can become unpredictable. One of the most common causes of race condition is a pattern called check then act. To understand it better, let's look at a simple real-world example. Imagine you are planning to go to a movie at 5 pm. You call the movie theater and check the availability of the tickets at 4 pm. The staff says that tickets are available. So you relax in home, read some books, and then reach the ticket counter 5 minutes before the show. I'm sure you can guess what happens. It's a full house. The tickets were sold out already. The problem here was in the duration between the check and the action. You checked the ticket availability at 4 pm and acted at 5 pm. In the meantime, someone else bought the tickets. That's a race condition, specifically a check then act scenario of race conditions. The duration of this 1 hour is what we call a race window. Now let's try to apply this example in a technical context. Imagine we have to do the same thing in code. We call the function has tickets available to see if the tickets are available. Consider this function talks to the database and returns true if tickets exist. If the function returns true, then we go ahead and call bookTickets function. The bookTickets function would reduce the number of tickets in the database. Also consider that you might want to do some other activities before you actually call the bookTickets function. This is the classic check then act pattern. The code right here could lead to a race condition in a multi-threaded scenario. Let's break it down. Imagine this code runs on a real online booking system where many users are trying to book tickets at the same time. Thread 1 executes this block. It checks are tickets available. The answer is yes. So now it proceeds to call the bookTickets function. But now imagine thread 2 also runs this code at the same time and it reaches bookTickets before thread 1 does and grabs the last available ticket. Now by the time when thread 1 calls bookTickets function, there are no more tickets left in the database and the system will fail unexpectedly. And that's a race condition, and a good example of why a classic check then act pattern would lead to race conditions. And this is what we call a racing window, the time period where a collision could happen. Race conditions can be tricky to deal with because they are so unpredictable. A difference of just a few milliseconds between two threads can break everything. And the worst part, you might run your code 100 times with no problem and then suddenly it crashes. So how do we avoid race conditions? Let's start with our real world example. You ask the staff if tickets are available and they say yes, but by the time you reach the theater, tickets are sold out. So what went wrong? The problem is that the availability check and the actual booking weren't connected. So someone else bought the tickets in between. To avoid this, you can ask the staff to hold the ticket for a short period. During that time, they won't sell it to anyone else. You show up on time and the ticket is still waiting for you. That's synchronization. You have locked the resource temporarily to prevent others from interfering. Also, if your plans change, make sure to call the staff and release the hold so that someone else can book it. This is exactly how we avoid the race conditions in a real-world systems, by coordinating access to shared resources. Now let's go back to our code. We need to make sure the check and the action happen together so that no other thread can interfere in between. The easiest way to do this is by using a mutex to log the critical section of code. When mutex.log function is called, thread 1 acquires log to this block of code. While it holds the log, no other thread can enter into this section. So thread 1 can safely perform the check, run through any intermediate logic, and finally call the bookTickets function. Because the entire block is logged, no other thread can change the ticket availability during that time. Everything remains consistent and predictable. Once bookTickets function call finishes, the thread releases the lock by calling mutex.unlock, allowing other threads to proceed. This ensures that the code is synchronized and you avoid any unwanted race conditions. That's why it is important to identify the critical sections, the race windows, and protect them using a mutex. To wrap it up, race conditions happen when critical operations are not properly synchronized. And even a small timing gap can lead to unexpected and inconsistent results. In this example, the check then act pattern creates a race window By guarding that section with the mutex, we make the operation thread safe. Have you ever run into a race condition in your code? Feel free to share your experience in the comments.